Welcome students, welcome to digital learning organized by Vivekananda Mission School, Gandhigram, Godda. Here is the third part of the story, Festival of Eid. So before going through the third part, we need to recall the first and second part because uh, it's necessary to correlate with the story. Otherwise, if we will begin the third part of the story, students and even I also will not be able to correlate or to understand the third part if I will not correlate the story with the earlier events. So let's recall the earlier events, what has happened in the first part and the second part of the story. So in the first part and second part of the story, what are the events which we discussed in the first and second video? Uh, in the first video, there is a lot of description regarding the mosque, the people who gathered there, and the player. At the same time, about the earlier description of Hamid, about his economical condition, about his family, and in the second video, we have discussed about the fairground, how the people started gathering there in the fairground, how they started enjoying there, how the boys, younger one, elder one, how they started enjoying in you know different kinds of things of here. So all these things have been discussed in the first and second video, that means in the first and second part of the story, Festival of Eid. Now we are going to begin the third part of the story, Festival of Eid. Now already we have the basic concept, we have the earlier concept about the story. Now we can begin the third part. So let's begin the third part. Here is the third part of the story. So here is about the story. The basic description already I told you at the in the first video. So no need to give you description about all these things. So all these things are given in the first and second part. So I will not go through all these things once again. I will jump to the main text. Okay. So here is the main text. And what is going to happen? Look at here. The boys are now anxious to handle the tongs. In exchange, they offer their toys to Hamid for examination. What beautiful toys they are! I was only pulling your leg, says Hamid. Look here, what happened in the earlier paragraph? Earlier paragraph, Hamid, the main character or the protagonist, he tried to prove the superiority of pair of tongs. What he told them, he told to the boys that his pair of tongs are quite far superior than the toys because the toys are made of clay. So they, if they fall on the ground, all these may be broken. Okay. In this case or in this respect, the pair of tongs are quite far superior than the toys, and that's why he tried to convince the boys superiority of the pair of tongs, and even the boys are also convinced. They understood the logical reasoning of Hamid, and they understood that whatever they have done, whatever they have bought in the fair, all these things are nothing but useless things. But in the case of Hamid, he has done the good thing. Now they are ready and even they are anxious. They are very much curious to hold the tongue. Why? Because they have also, and in far away, Hamid tried to prove the superiority. Hamid proved the superiority in the case of using the tongue as a toy. At the same time, it can be useful to bake chapatis, it can be used as gun, it can be useful for the household chores. So in each kind of activity he tried to prove the superiority, and even in these respects he proved the superiority of the tongs. And that's why when he showed the logical reasoning of the pair of tongs, the use of pair of tongs, the boys are convinced. And now they are very much curious to hold the tongue. Now they have the interest. Already they had the interest regarding the toys. So now these boys, they have their interest to hold the pair of tongs, as because it is far more superior. And that's why they wanted to exchange the toys only for examination, not for permanently. So they do not want to get the pair of tongs, rather they want to examine it, rather they want to just hold it and to see it. What beautiful toys there! And in this way they have exchanged their toys. Hamid has given his pair of tongs to the other boys, while the other boys they have given their toys to Hamid, and Hamid also started enjoying the toys in his old hand. Now here it is. But somehow here truth has been revealed. Somehow not uh, willingly Hamid told them that these toys are far more superior than the pair of tongs because these are too much beautiful. And here is the truth, he revealed it. He told them these tongs are these pair of toys are, or these toys are quite beautiful. Only he was kidding them, he was just making fun with them. He revealed this truth before the boys. How can a pair of tongs, look at here, look at from here, okay. How can a pair of tongs compare with such lifelike toys? But the boys are not convinced. Now look at here. Complete paragraph, please. Elaboration of the complete paragraph. So, in the what is going to happen at the end? At the end, uh, the boys are fully convinced about the use of pair of tongues, about the superiority, about the positivity, about the advantages of pair of tongues. Now Hamid tried to move their or tried to change their idea regarding the toys, tried to change their idea regarding the pair of tongues also. But the boys are already convinced that these toys are just useless things. They may be broken in certain moments, but the pair of tongues, these pair of tongues are, you know, for permanent use. They have the uh, purpose. They are quite far more superior. They are already understood about the fact, and that's why they do not want to agree with the thing what Hamid has told them. Now we will move to the next paragraph. It's 11 o'clock. Move to the next paragraph from here. It's 11 o'clock. Those who had gone to the Idgah have just returned. The village is once ag- again agog with excitement. Mohsin's younger sister runs to him and grabs the water carrier from his hand. As she jumps for joy, the toy slips from her grasp, falls and breaks into pieces. Brother and sister come to blows, both Hall and both get smacked by their angry mother. Now, what has happened? By 11 o'clock means early in the morning, they are at the fair. By 11 o'clock, when everything is over, when the fairground is fully, becomes when it becomes crowdless, when the fair is over, the people have gone their village, they have returned their village. The other people, the boys, and all the people whoever have gone there to the fairground, all these people have returned their village. So these boys, they have also come back to their village. And while they were coming to their village, they were with excitement. Why? Because they have enjoyed a lot in the fairground. And at the same way, when Mohsin has come to the village or when he has come to his own house, what is going to happen to Mohsin? He has bought one water carrier. I already told you he has bought one water carrier in the fairground and he hold it while he was coming back to the house. His sister tries to grasp. His sister tries to hold it in his hand. He tried to snatch the, no, he tried to take the, she tried to take the toy, or she tried to take the water carrier from her brother. And in the main moment, what happened? The water carrier falls on the ground and it was broken. As because it was made up of clay. So if the thing which is made up of clay, if it is fallen on the ground, it must be broken. In the same way, the water carrier or the toy which Mohsin has bought, it was broken. And when one thing is broken, when the toy is broken, what is going to happen? What is supposed to be happen? The boy and the sister, the brother and the sister, they started quarreling with each other. They started fighting with each other. In the mid moment, the mother comes there, and she started beating both of them. Now this is the story of Mohsin. Now what is going to happen? Look at here. In the case of Noor, what has happened? Look at here. Noor fixes a seat for his lawyer, sits him on it, and fans him with a bamboo leaf. Is it a gust of wind or a blow from the fan that throws the lawyer to the ground? Now, in the case of Noor, what is going to happen? Look at here. So, what Noor was doing, he was just trying to fan. He was just trying to fan the, what it is? He was just trying to fan the toy or the lawyer. Lawyer in the sense here no real lawyer was there, rather the toy lawyer was there. So what he was doing, he was just trying to fan, he was just trying to give wind, he was just trying to fanning it, he was just trying to give blow of air to the lawyer. But somehow, was it the wind or was it the gust of wind or was it the blow of fan? It is not clear, but the lawyer was fallen on the ground and it was broken. So this is the breaking story of Noor's toy. Okay. Now we will move to the next portion. That is the end of him. I already told you that is the end of him. Mahmud soldier survives but manages to break a leg while guarding the village. Mahmud breaks his other leg so that the poor man can at least sit and do his duty in comfort. Now, what has happened? In the end, already two toys have been broken. Already two toys, that means the toys of Mohsin, Mohsin's toys, it was broken, and Noor's toys, it was broken. Okay. So now in the end or at the end, what has happened? The Mahmud's toys, it was also broken. It was not fully broken, rather its one leg was broken. Its one leg was broken, and that's why what has happened? He breaks another leg also. And this way, this is the ending of all these toys, as because these are not permanent thing, these are not stable thing, these are for instant use, for playing of the children, and that's why these toys usually made up of clay, and that's why these are broken into pieces very sooner. Now we will move to the next paragraph. So these are the story about the toys which the three friends have brought from the market. Now look at from here. Now let's hear what happened to our friend Hamid. As soon she heard his voice, Granny Amina ran out of the house and picked him up and kissed him. Suddenly, she noticed the tongs in his hand. Where did he find these tongs? Now look at here. This paragraph, please try to understand. Here, here is the story of three friends, and here is the story of Hamid. Is it? What is going to happen to Hamid? When Hamid has gone there to his village, what happened? His granny, she holds him very tightly. Why? Because she loves her grandson very much. As because Hamid is an orphan, only one person is there in the house, that is granny, who loves him very much. And that's why before entering into the house, she started, sorry, Hamid started calling his granny, and in the mid moment, granny come out from the house, and instantly, what she had seen, instantly she picked him up and she kissed him very pleasantly. And suddenly, what has happened? Suddenly he noticed. Suddenly, what she noticed? She noticed, or she had seen what? She had seen a pair of tongs in his hands. Pair of tongs she has seen. Now, this is a question. Where did she find out these tongs? Where from he got these tongs? This is the question which comes in her mind. And even he asked also the same question to Hamid. Where did you find these tongs? I bought them. Look at here. Here, this is the reply of Hamid. I bought them. How much did you pay for them? 3 pies. So, how much money he has taken to the market? Oh, sorry, fairground. He has taken just only 3 pies. And how much money he already spent in the case of buying a pair of tongs? He spent 3 pies. That means his all money he has given in the name of his granny, because this is not the use of Hamid. Rather, the pair of tongs must be used in the case of granny's work. Now, move here. Granny Amina is angry. What a peculiar child! He remained hungry and thirsty the whole morning, and all he could find to buy was a pair of tongs. She scolded him for his foolishness. Now look at here, look at this paragraph. At first, what has happened? At first, uh, Granny becomes too much angry. Why she becomes too much angry? As because what did she got? At, at first, what she had seen the pair of tongs, and even what she heard, that he has wasted most of the money, most of the, not rather all money, in the case of buying toys, and that's why she becomes too much angry at first. What a peculiar child! He remained whole day hungry. That means he has not wasted in the case of taking sweets or in any kind of things, whatever were present there in the fair. He has not done anything. Only he has gone there, or only he has gone there to buy the pair of tongs. Hamid has not thought for himself for a single moment. He never thought for his own pleasure. He never thought for his own happiness. He thought for his grandmother. And even he has not eaten anything, he has not drank anything, whole day he has not done anything. Only what he has done, he bought pair of tongs. This proves the foolishness of the child. Is it the foolishness what he has done? No. Exactly in this, if we talk about humanity, this is not the foolishness, rather this is the duty of a matured person to make someone happy. This is the first duty for a person, thinking about the others. These are the qualities, or this is the prominent quality of a matured one, what the boy has showed over here. Now look at here. Move to the next paragraph. Already we discussed the earlier paragraph. Now, Hamid replied in injured tone. As because injured tone, why? Because he has been scolded earlier, and that's why he was a little bit afraid, and that's why what he said in injured tone. That means in a saddy voice. What he said? Look at over here. Hamid replied in injured tones. That means in a saddy voice. What he said? You burn your fingers every day on the iron plate. That is why I bought them. Look at here. Look at the reaction of that boy. How much careful he is towards his grandmother. This proves the carefulness. This proves the maturity of the boy. That how much he is careful towards his grandmother, how much he loves his grandmother. He loves too much to his grandmother, and that's why he never thought for himself, he thought for his granny. He thought for the pleasure of Granny. He thought for the unhappiness for Granny. So, sorry, it always thought for how to give pleasure to his Granny. And that's why you always, that means the grandmother usually, burns her hands while making chapatis, and that's why he has bought the pair of tongs. It will help her to bake the chapatis. Now we will move to the next. The old woman's temper suddenly changes to love. What a selfless child! What concern for another! What a big heart! How he must have suffered seeing the other boys buying toys and gobbling sweets. Even at the fair, he thought of his old grandmother. Granny Amina's heart is too full of words. Look at here. Look at the reaction. Already I told you all these things earlier. What is the qualities? What are the qualities of a particular matured ideal person? These are the particular qualities what should have in the case of a matured one. Always careful for others, always thinking about others pleasure. At the same time, selfless, one of the most important quality which must have in the case of a matured one, what we could see here. And that's why earlier she was angry. That means the lady or granny was too much angry at the beginning, but later on it becomes too much soft. Why? Because the reply which the boy has given, why he has bought the pair of tongs, it makes her too much saddy. It makes her too much filled with love, and that's why her heart also filled with love. And what kind of feelings started coming out, what kind of words started coming out from her, inner core of the heart, that how much pain the boy had suffered in the pair. He had not thought for himself for a single moment. He never thought for buying of toys. He never thought for buying of, sweets. He never did anything in the fairground. For a certain moment, for a single moment, for a certain moment, he has not done anything for himself. Even in the fair, the boy started thinking about his granny. This proves the selflessness of the child. Amina breaks down. Now move to the next paragraph, please. Amina breaks down and weeps. It is strange. Hamid, the little boy, had become Hamid, the adult. Already I told you. Hamid, the little boy, at a moment, you know, when he is a child, even he is a child, but he is an adult one. He is a matured one. He is a matured one. Why? Because of his activities, not by his age. He started weeping one. Why? She started weeping one because it makes her too much sad, and that's why her, the boy's love or Hamid's love for, or Hamid's concern for his grandmother makes her too much sad, and that's why she started weeping. And it also proves the matured quality of the boy. Now please look at here. Now Amina, the old woman, had become Amina, and the child tears now. So how the child becomes matured one and the old woman becomes the child. So here one thing is to be noticed, please. Here, the old woman, she is supposed to take care of her grandson, is it or not? But look at here, the story is given over here that the old lady is turned into a child. Why she is turned into a child? Because here the child who is turned into adult one or matured one, he is trying to look after, he is trying to be concerned, he is trying to be very much careful towards her, towards his grandmother. And that is why here the child who is in the real case a child, but he proved himself a matured one and adult one, while the granny is turned into a child. Tears fall unceasingly. Look at here. Unconsciously, what happened? Tears falls from her eyes as she blesses Hamid 1,000 times. Little Hamid, how can he understand the storm of emotion in Amina's heart? Now, what kind of emotion started coming out? What kind of emotion started, she started feeling? How she could express? What kind of concern? What kind of happiness she had after getting the pair of tongues? These are not the pair of tongues. These are the proofs of, or these are the proofs of happiness. These are the proofs of care for her, for his granny, and this makes her too much saddy at the same time emotionful, and that's why it's not possible for granny to make her understand, to make him understand about the feelings which he had, which she had towards her grandson Hamid. This is the ending of the story. Later on in the next video, I will give you some questions from the inner portion of the text. So, thanks for watching.